Hey, let's make sure the microphone works. It does. I see it. I can see the Shure mic is pumping out the Nick Miculus here this morning. And you know what? We actually warmed up after midnight. How about that? We actually went from the 20s yesterday evening to the low 40s right now. First off, before we get started here, wanted to mention one of our sponsors. We feature one weekly here on the Nick edition of things. And this week it's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. I know heating and plumbing going to be your big issues right now. Upfront pricing, financing, available same-day service, and you can visit them on the internet. SouthernAirNow.com. But let me tell you, we have a lot of weather coming, and for the next few days, it's going to be all temperature based. But then we get into the rain, and it's going to rain a lot. Looking outside right now, 42 degrees. Those winds at 9 miles per hour, dew points up to 37, and temperatures pretty much mid to upper 40s. Again, we're up about 15 degrees from where we were yesterday evening, so we get a little warm up today. Should we see any sunshine? I could see some 60s in the area. In fact, that's what my forecast is, about 60 by 4 p.m. Lots of clouds. Could be a little more sun toward the end of the day, but there also could be a few rain showers out there. Now, what we see today is going to be nothing compared to what we're going to see next week, and I'm going to be talking about this a lot. Temperatures going to come up into the low 60s is what I'm thinking across most of the area today, perhaps 50s up north, just out of our coverage area for Shreveport and Monroe. And then overnight tonight, we cool back off. Another cold front comes through, and it looks like we are going to see more hard freezes this weekend. So if you've protected your pipes through the week and you've been successful, good for you. I think we might see some more teens this weekend. Looking at the future cast for today, this is our short range future cast. Now this shows just a few showers. I got about a 40% coverage on the rainfall. You can see this is mainly over our southeastern portions from Faraday to Alexandria down toward Leesville. To the northwest of this, it looks like you are going to stay a bit drier, but everyone's pretty dry today. We're not looking for any sort of heavy rainfall. Then comes the cold front, and then we cool back off, it looks like, for the weekend with temperatures warmer than what we saw on Monday and Tuesday, but we will definitely be cold. Now, here is the meat of the forecast here. Yes, the temperatures are a big deal and everything, but we're going to go right through the weekend. This is your GFS model, and look, just get an idea here of what's coming in. This is going to show our waves of precipitation. Now, we can't time it out exactly right now, but from Monday afternoon through at least Friday, Saturday, maybe even Sunday, we are going to see 1, 2, probably 3, 4, I think at least 4 or 5 waves of not only rain, but heavy rainfall. You can see here, we're at the end of this. This is Friday at 10 a.m. Still another batch of storms coming through. And when I say storms, is it going to be severe? Well, yeah, it looks like there's a low-end threat that could be with us during this, especially around the Wednesday, Thursday time frame. But this is the type of rain that's going to take us from drought, and we might not get entirely out because some of the area is still in that D4, which is an exceptional drought. Takes a lot to recover from that. But this is the kind of event that's going to knock us down at least a couple of categories, and we could actually see river flooding. We could see all kinds of flooding out of this. So this is something to be looking at seriously. We're not going to go and put, explicit short range totals on this or anything, but I am going to give you my idea on what I think is possible as we head through next week. Now, the severe outlook, we're looking midweek. We're still not seeing this coming in yet. I think severe plays second fiddle to the heavy rainfall, and that shows you just how heavy that rain is going to be. Now, we've only seen, and this is in the past year, the past 365 days, so this is not just, since January 1st, 64% of our rainfall, we're 64% of normal. We've been dry. We've been in a drought. 68% in Leesville. A little more to the northwest, but we are going to do a lot to put a dent in that deficit that we've seen. And here you see it through Wednesday. So we are through Wednesday on this one. That does not include what could be some of the heavier rainfall. So just kind of, think about what that means here. We're at 3 to 5 inches through Wednesday, early Thursday, and then we get more. So I think there's very realistic scenarios where we end up with a widespread 5 to 10 inch rain through next week into the weekend. And again, we're going to fine tune this because there are models that go even higher and push into some very rare territory. But as of now, I just want you to know that big rain is coming. If you live close to a river that, the smaller rivers especially, that flood easily, you could see some problems. So you're going to want to plan for this because we are going to see a ton of rain. And it looks like this is getting to that virtual lock status here where we're probably going to see it. So rain chances really pick up from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're at 80% on Wednesday. I think if we went Thursday and Friday on this, I'd be 70%. And that's way out there. We're talking 7, 8, 9 days into the future. So very high rain chances through next week. No, it's not going to rain the entire week, but we are going to see off and on waves of very heavy rainfall, thunderstorms, and the potential at least for some severe weather. Though, again, I think the actual rainfall totals are going to be the big star of this event. Today, a few showers, not much. We're not going to worry about flooding with that. And then highs for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday back in the low 40s, and we're going to have those hard freeze potentials Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Highs in the 40s, lows around 20, upper teens, maybe some mid-teens in the outlying areas. So yeah, it's going to be very cold. Now, I'm going to continue to beat this dead horse here and tell you it's going to be very warm. We're going to have a lot of moisture potential in the atmosphere. So yes, precipitation outlook through January 28th, which what's today, the 18th, I think. Yeah, that's we're going to be above normal, and it goes beyond this. So it looks like we're entering into one of those El Nino type patterns where the subtropical jet stream takes over. We get near record levels of moisture in place, and we lift that for day upon day after day, and it's going to rain a ton. So yeah, it is most certainly going to rain a lot, and I do think we're going to see the flooding issues, river flooding, possible street flooding, things like that. But we'll have to fine tune that as we get closer, because right now, we're still 4 days out from this really starting. So I'm going to be watching. I'm going to post daily updates about it as well. We're going to be talking a lot about this in the coming days. And it looks like if this thing were to shift a couple hundred miles either way, that doesn't really matter. We're still going to see a lot of rainfall. All right. I think I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, I don't need the India versus Uzbekistan. Okay, we're going to go ahead and delete your comment. Let's see. Yes, we do need rain. This could be too much of a good thing. Good dent in the drought. Absolutely. Yes, we are going to take a sledgehammer to this drought over the next 10 days or so. So hopefully we don't get too much. Hopefully it comes in an orderly fashion and we just get exactly what we need and everyone's happy. But I am looking ahead at some of the river levels, river potential, kind of things like that. Like, what are we going to see with some of these local rivers? And I don't think the larger ones necessarily are going to be the threat here, but especially those smaller ones, they can fill up very quickly and very easily. So we could see that flooding potential coming in here in just a little while. You're sitting here frozen. As long as I'm not frozen. I get it, though. It is chilly out there. Okay, we are going to cool off. We're going to warm up briefly again, and then we cool off for the weekend. So we'll be frozen once again, and then all the rain. I will see you back here tomorrow, and I will post a full update after the new WPC outlook comes out.